We have Adam Rodnitzky of Favors here with us. Adam, thanks so much for being here with us. I know you're very engaged at Stanford with StartX. You're a Chief Marketing Officer of Retail and, of course, co-founder of Favors. So it looks like you're a very, very busy person, or should I say hungry?
Well, I do try to keep myself occupied. It's part of, I think, the way of life here in Silicon Valley.
Your Twitter description reads serial entrepreneur, 3 different bowls in 10 years. I really had to laugh when I read that. I liked it a lot. But let me look. Floodgate was about venture capital. Tacit Logic about business outsourcing and lead management. Retail is about, well, video auditing with a touch of surveillance. Is there any leitmotif in what you do?
Uh, in terms of any sort of consistency, I suppose, from one startup to the next. Um, but my role has always been in I guess being the marketing face of the companies that I'm involved with, and which has been lucky for me because technically I can't claim to have any great skills, so I'm able to meet great engineers, and we're able to put something interesting together, and then hopefully translate that vision into something that other people enjoy as well.
Your co-founders, Scott and George, come from retail as
Yeah,
well.
and Favors really it grew out of a sort of a side project that we started while we were working on retail, and it sort of took a life of its own in a way.
Yeah, tell us something about it. How did the three of you come up with the idea of Favors? Was there any trigger and how did it develop?
Yeah, it was really actually it was a reflection of our experience here in Silicon Valley. Actually, in Silicon Valley, people are always engaged in helping each other, whether it's getting an introduction to somebody or giving somebody some advice or helping, promoting something that somebody has just launched. And we thought to ourselves, wow, here we are in Silicon Valley. We do this all the time, and we've got such a big network here. It's hard to keep track of who we've helped and who's helped us. So what if we created something that sort of reflected that experience that we had, and see if other people find that interesting as well. And that was really how it started.
How it started, that's it. Yeah, I mean, everybody understands the concept of giving and taking favors since The
Yes.
Godfather, maybe. but
Yes.
it's more to it than just promoting links, is there?
Well, I think ultimately the vision is, we have this idea that, throughout our lives we build these relationships with other people, and you can think of your relationships in your life as being in different tiers, I suppose. So maybe the lowest tier is somebody you've just met for only once, and you've had a single interaction with them. Maybe the next tier is somebody that you interact with on a more frequent basis, but you still wouldn't consider them a close contact. And then you get to the realm of close friends and people you've known for a long time. And with the people you've known a long time, you don't really need to keep score or keep track of anything they've done for you because you carry that knowledge with you. But for that second group, and particularly in an environment like Silicon Valley, you meet so many people and so many people help you that it's hard to keep track of that. And so that's really the ultimate goal for Favors is how can we build something that helps you keep track of the relationships that are growing in your life, but they haven't reached necessarily the level of importance yet where you fundamentally understand where that relationship is.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that sounds very, very social indeed. Yeah, but actually, I bet you are aiming at marketeers as well, right? And
Well, we are, yeah, because I think you can look at a person-to-person relationship and say, well, there's something similar with a marketer's relationship with either a single person or multiple people, where they really do want to keep track of the strength of the relationship that they or the brand they represent has with other people. And so certainly we see that Favors can fill that role as well.
okay. So tell us, where's Favors now, and what will be the next steps?
Sure. So Favors, for the first 6 months, Favors has been around now for about 6 months in its public beta, and we've been lucky in that we've had a number of beta testers who have suffered through iterations of the system that have been less than perfect, but now we're at a point that it's a bit more stable. And I guess in the past 6 months we've been focused on launching new features and getting people's reactions and keeping features that people liked and removing features that they don't. And now we're at a point where I feel like we've reached a feature set that resonates well with people. And so for the near future, I'd say for the next 3 months or so, people who were once used to seeing lots of changes with favors will now see that it's staying pretty much consistent, because we want to build up our bank of knowledge about how people use it and what they like the most without having to ask them for that feedback. So I'd say for the next few months, favors will be as it is, but in 3 months or so, I would expect some changes, and we would hope that those changes positively reflect what people want to see from us. So I would say we're sort of exiting version 1, and pretty soon we'll be at version 2.
All right. Okay. Sounds very interesting. So, as a first time user, what should I do when I visit your site first? What?
Sure. Well, as a first time user, what we'd hope you'd do is you would go out and find interesting people to follow. We use an asymmetric follow model like Twitter does, where you can follow other people without them necessarily following you back. Although in favors, oftentimes people will follow each other back. So we hope that you go find people that are interesting, that you might want to network with or build a relationship with, and follow them. And if they make a request, help them. And of course, then the more people you help, the first time that you make a request, there's a great chance that people will help you as well. So ideally, as a first-time favors user, go on, follow people, help them, and then try it yourself and see what happens.
And apart from favors, do you have any new projects inside?
Well, I feel like I do have my plate's pretty full right now, so I think we'll just keep focused on favors and a little focus on retail, and hopefully I'll be able to relax a little bit and enjoy the summer here in San Francisco.
Thanks a lot, Adam. See you soon.
Thank you, Olaf.
Bye-bye.